Hey YouTube, welcome to my channel. Today I'm starting what will hopefully become a series where I complete all of the games that I own. I don't think I'm alone in having a library full of games that I haven't completed, however my list of games is getting pretty long and the ratio of completed to not is becoming embarrassing. My aim for this channel is for me to get my money's worth from these games and to experience them the way they were intended by playing them all the way through. I'll create a video for each game I complete and outline my experience in it. I'm sure these videos will change as I improve my video making process and if I get any feedback. Anyway, here is the first video on Battlefield 5. I think I played the epilogue a couple of years ago when I bought the game on sale to play multiplayer. I imagine I stopped playing due to being on one of my multiplayer moods and just switched over and never came back. I want to start out by saying that I enjoyed my time in this game. I'm saying this now because I'm going to cover one of the aspects of the game that I didn't love first. The gameplay was hit and miss for me. The first two main missions are stealth-based, which is probably another reason I stopped playing the game when I bought it. Now, I'm a stealth game enjoyer, and all of my favorite games are stealth games. However, Battlefield 5 was not designed as a stealth game, and I feel that having this be a large part of the campaign didn't play to the game's strengths and overall was a negative for me. Enemies can detect you from really far away through multiple windows, and they hold their detection suspicion for too long. This was especially apparent in the first mission, where there is little cover and every area ended in a gunfight for me because of this. The second mission was better, with more houses, verticality, and forests creating cover. Overall, though, I felt that they used stealth too much, and it wasn't very enjoyable for me. I should mention that you can play these missions run and gun as well, but I wanted to feel immersed in the game and the story and play the way that it was intended. I'm not saying there's a right or wrong way to play the game. This is just how I decided to play this campaign. The gunplay is of course great, like in every Battlefield game, and I really enjoyed the times when the game had me storming enemy positions or fighting off waves of enemies. This is the game's greatest strength, and I wish they leaned into it more. Other gameplay sections that I really enjoyed were the ski mission, where the game had me skiing through snow-covered mountains. I also enjoyed the tank mission, which is not usually like me, but piloting a tank through the streets of Berlin, blowing up tank after tank, and feeling invincible was pretty fun. I want to quickly touch on level and environmental design, as they're what I look for most in a game. All the levels here are beautiful, from the snow-covered mountains of Norway to the autumn forests and fields of southern France. These locations had me constantly admiring the landscapes. Most missions would have a sandbox-style area with multiple objectives which you would need to complete before proceeding to a linear scripted section. I felt that these scripted sections worked much better for this game and for what it was trying to achieve. They immersed me in the missions and the characters' stories, whereas I felt the sandbox sections felt lifeless and like fetch quests, taking me out of the immersion. I'll go over the performance quickly. I was playing on a 3070 Ti in 4K, and I didn't notice any frame rate issues, and the game looked beautiful during gameplay. The only issue I had was that the cutscenes were horribly stuttery and hard to watch. Maybe there was a fix for this, but I tried to ignore it as this wasn't a very long game. The poor cutscenes really sucked because the stories were my favorite part of this game. Battlefield 5 tells the stories of multiple fictional people from World War II. There is a quote that the game displays during one of the missions that says, "Not everything that's written down is true, and not everything that's true is written down." While this quote is meant to describe the horrible treatment of the Senegalese troops and how their part in World War II was erased from history, I think it applies to all of these stories. Even though these stories may be fiction, countless heroes went unreported during the war, and that makes these stories come to life for me, imagining the people who had to go through similar situations and that history left behind. I enjoyed my time with Battlefield 5's campaign, and even if some of the gameplay didn't agree with me, I really enjoyed the stories that the campaign told, and I felt like they captured the human stories of hardship, triumph, and inner conflict. I have a feeling that these stories will stay with me for a while. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon with the next episode.